Oh, a bit of sweat off my forehead, folks. Just had to wipe it. So hot today, folks. Anyway, we've got something interesting we're going to be doing. We'll see how we go with it. Going with two colour. We're going to make this one black and magenta. Actually, we're not going to lighten it off too much. You don't want it to be wishy-washy. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have here in red and black and a little bit of magenta. Just some magenta in there. We've got here some kind of shirt, just a shirt. I'm going to photocopy the back of the shirt, the lower part. It's got those interesting patterns all over it. So I'm just going to try to... Got it hanging down. Sorry, folks. It's a little bit tricky doing the camera work while I'm trying to wrestle with this original. Let's see how we go now. So this will be a challenging one. Okay, out it comes. So this is the back of the shirt. That looks quite nice. Got that nice paisley sort of pattern. I'm actually thinking it should go darker. So maybe a bit darker. Going to put it in the middle. Wondering if we're going to move it. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't want to move it into a position that it looks shithouse, more shithouse than the original, but it's always a risk that you take with this. So it's sort of like a paisley pattern. So we're just photocopying the back of this pattern. Sorry, I didn't show you the back of the shirt. Now, what have I done? I've just accidentally pressed something that I shouldn't have pressed. Shit. Get lost. Fuck, we're in the scan mode. I'm just going to... fuck, I hate this fucking shit. Where am I going to go? Application. No, I don't want scan. I want fucking copy. Now I've fucked it up, folks. I have to go back here and just go back and start again. No, I haven't. It's stayed, it's held its functions. Oh, fuck. Got me screwed for a moment, folks. But I really find this Konica Minolta shit doesn't work all that well. Now that looks terrible. I really fucking hate this technology, the way that it's been made. It's just not user friendly. I don't know how I punched that. It's just a little bit careless, folks. Let's see how that looks. It doesn't look as good as the first one, I don't think. Looks shithouse, folks. I just don't know how I'm going to make this actually work. So I'm going to move it back this way again and hope that it looks good. I don't know how I bumped it into the scan mode. Oh, I must have hit the next scan job button or something by accident. So, yeah, that looks interesting. Looks looks like there's a bit of rumple in the fabric that I've created. Doesn't look like it's a very nice piece. Trying to get rid of that rumple, which is not easy. Maybe turn the shirt around a little bit. I'm actually thinking we should switch to photo paper for this to get it more nicer image. Yeah, that looks a lot more lively. There's more image to it, but it doesn't look like it's going to make a good mirror image. This looks a bit too up and just too linear. I don't like it like that. So I'm going to just turn it around, folks, and see what happens. So difficult working with clothes, folks, especially with patterns. Trying to get it to look really nice, to get it looking really good, but when it works, it really works. It works really well when you get a really good result. Yeah, I don't know if I actually still need to do more work on it. I still feel I need to do more work on it, so I don't know which way I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it this way. My intuition's telling me, folks, like it or not. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, again, it doesn't look all that satisfactory. Don't know what to do with it, folks. So we're going to move it this way. We're going to turn it once again. We're going to turn it once again and hope that we get something good out of it. Drives me up the wall when my intuition tells me, but it drives me more up the wall when I don't get a good result and I lament over it. So now that looks interesting, but it looks too horizontal. Again, it looks too fucking linear. I don't like that linear look. It could work. Maybe I could enlarge it a bit more to bring out that pattern. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So the horizontal is going to be 260. Horizontal 260, that's too big. Or is it? So we're going to make it 200. Fuck this input errors. 230. And the vertical, hang on, 230? No, we need to go, oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, folks. I really get fed up with all this fucking around. I just hate it when I can't get something to work straight off. I keep fart-assing around. It's just exhausting. It's so fucking hot today. I really hate this fucking weather. Can't wait till summer's over. The bushfires are all done. I'm so over it. And it takes up so much time. And the bushfires, all due respect, it's a really big problem and all that. But I do find I get annoyed with the coverage. Like seeing it all the time and all that I see it mainly on social media. I don't watch television at home. Sometimes I watch a bit of television in a public place where they've got a television, and there it is. It's there. And it's just so, it's really... If only the big polluters of the world would stop fucking burning coal or stop making things that need to be thrown away and then having to make more smoke, more CO2 through manufacturing processes. These big companies, if they fucking pulled their fucking horns in and fucking did something useful for this fucking dying planet, we wouldn't get this fucking heat. And I'm so over these fucking rich people who run these big corporations who've got the fucking authority to do what they fucking want because they've got the money. They're bullies. We don't want bullies running our fucking planet, folks. And I'm sick to hell of them. I'm sick of them, guys and girls. It was bad enough dealing with bullying at school and in the workplace, but to have it happening on a global scale and have them controlling our fucking lives and fucking our damn planet in the process. No, I'm not going to buy... I had to buy this fucking photocopier. You know how much CO2 was used to make this fucking thing that I've got, that I had to buy? I had to buy it, folks, because it was no longer usable, my old machine. So basically I had to fucking buy a new one. And I'm over these companies, these fucking companies like Konica Minolta, to do all this shit. The fucking idiots. Shai Yamana of Konica Minolta fame ought to be ashamed of himself for creating this. I bet his fucking company is pumping up heaps of CO2 from the factories in places like China, which still burn lots of coal. So, I'm sick to hell of this shit. I'm sick of all this old-fashioned shit that these big companies still want. Honestly, I fucking hate them. I fucking hate this company, Konica Minolta. Konica fucking Minolta. I hate them, folks. I hate them. I had to use their product, but that doesn't mean I love them or revere them. I absolutely despise them, folks. I fucking despise them. Like all big multinationals, just about. I fucking hate them. Fucking had to pay money for this fucking piece of shit. So fuck off, Konica Minolta. Go fuck yourself and your CO2 and go to fucking hell. You slutty little man called Shai Yamana. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck his fucking company. He can go fuck himself, folks. I am over it. I'm so hot and frustrated. I am so frustrated that I've had to make all this. I am fucking angry. It is hot. It is fucking hot as shit. Steaming pile of fucking turd that companies like Konica Minolta create for our fucking planet. No wonder people get so fucking blotto on Australia Day, because we Aussies are not displaying any fucking achievements either. So, we just haven't got the fucking... Sick of it, folks. I am so sick to hell of it, folks, of all these fucking things that go wrong in this world. Oh, fuck, I wish I could do something to make a difference, guys and girls. I wish I could make a difference. I wish I had the fucking power and the money. Oh, fuck, what would I do if I had the money and the power, folks? What could I do, folks? Clean up the planet, make the human race, let them have all the necessary needs, food, drink, clean drinking water, and a place to live. I'd make a difference, folks. If I had the fucking money and the power, I would make a difference for good. I would be doing it for good, folks, not fucking the way these companies and these people are doing it now. The fucking rich fools who don't get it, who don't fucking get it. How to fucking... sick to hell of them, folks. I'm sick to hell of these fucking rich, powerful idiots running our world from all these corporations that don't make a difference. I have no faith in corporations, folks. I am not a fangirl, and I'm not fucking... I hate this fucking company. I hate all the photocopier industry. I hate them all, folks. I fucking hate them all. I've got a fire in my belly that just wants to get out and just wants to destroy these companies. These fuck-ass companies that fucking care only about money. I want to destroy these companies, folks. Konica Minolta is in the fucking firing line. make no fucking mistake, guys and girls, we're going to use this enlargement. Make no fucking mistake, folks, I am definitely going to do something about Konica Minolta. Fucking hate them. Fucking hate them, folks. And at least we'll have one less polluter in this world, polluting our fucking planet, using up finite resources. We just don't need this shit, folks. This looks shit house, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with it about this one. I don't know what I'm going to do to make this one look good. This one's difficult, folks. More than 15 and a half minutes into the demo. It's just getting ridiculous. I'm just getting angry at the companies. I'm getting angry at the powers that be, who are the big corporations like Konica Minolta. Fuck them. I'm just not going to fucking let my life be ruled by these corporate piggies. They're going to get a fucking comeuppance, and they're not going to know until it's fucking too late that what hit them. If they don't like me, they can go fuck themselves, because I don't like them. The feeling is fucking mutual, guys, girls. I'm wondering why I just can't get this to look any good. I just keep moving it and fucking moving it, getting angry and all the rest of it, and I just can't get anything good out of this, folks. I want a good demo. I've worked hard to get this happening. Now I have to fucking work out where all the patterns are going to go. Fuck, I hate this, folks. Hate it when a demo gets this long and there just doesn't seem to be any hope that I'm going to fucking make anything good out of this. Wondering, that's the top. Maybe if we enlarge it again back to 200, we might get something good out of this shit. So let's see how we go. Now we're just over 17 minutes into this fucking demo. When will it end, folks? When will it fucking end? Well, I hope that Konica Minolta's reign will end soon, when I get my stuff up on social media and get the fucking world aware of this bullshit that this company is. I think we can use this one. I'm thinking, fuck, this is getting too much. But basically, we don't need big multinationals like Konica Minolta controlling our fucking world. I'm actually thinking on the horizontal we can enlarge this to 300%. So yeah, we have to fucking stand up for ourselves, folks. We've got to stand up for ourselves. We can't just let these bullies take our lives and our world and destroy it. We've got to basically... Now, why have I got 2? I don't want 2, I just want 220, okay. I just want my world to be a place that's clean and green and has a future for everyone, not just the rich. And that companies we can build photocopiers that are much better than the shit we have now. We can use recycled materials. We can try to use as much renewable energy as we can. We still will need to use some kind of gas, but we may not necessarily have to use natural gas. We could potentially make some kind of synthetic version of the gas, make it out of rubbish, so we can melt the so we can melt down the metals, and the metals are going to be recycled metals, not virgin materials. So it's going to take less power, less energy, should I say? So if we can have gas that's made out of rubbish instead of using the natural gas, we could really save our planet from much of that CO2 shit that we have nowadays. So, we've got to think outside the box, folks. We've got to start thinking globally. We've got to start thinking for the future generations, so that they too can have a happy life, happy and comfortable and safe life, not just an existence, a fucking life, where they can grow up and where children can grow up and be safe and happy. We need this. We need people to make this world a better place. We can't just continue ripping out of ripping resources out and burning coal and shit like that. These big companies just don't care. You know, these big companies just couldn't give a flying fuck. So, you know, we got to start doing something useful in this world, or this world will end. It won't end. It'll probably be. Nature doesn't need humans to function. Humans need nature to function. So we need nature, folks. Now, this is a really long demo. This has gone over 20 minutes now. This is the longest demo I've ever shot on this fucking phone. So this is a record. We're gonna... yes. I had a feeling I'd one day hit the 20-minute mark and go over it. So, yeah, we got to fucking make the world a cleaner and greener place. And we need science to solve problems like climate change. I do believe science can solve climate change, and we can reverse the damage in the future and bring the world back to a much better way that it was. Better than it was, maybe. But anyway, I think this was well worth it. That's a really nice design. I think now we can finally call this demo quits.